Video is just about word wrapping. So when you put a picture into a post and you want to wrap your words around the picture, I had a conversation with Reese about it earlier. He was asking me about it. So I'm just going to go and create a classic block, and I'm going to use this to add media. I'm just going to add one of these, whatever's there, insert into post. Now I'm going to click on the picture and I'm going to size it because at the minute it's going to take up the full width, but I want to be able to write some text to one of the sides of it. So I'm just going to reduce it so that it's got some space for the side. Now while I'm reducing it, and as it's selected, see these icons here. Now what you've got here is an image that is a representation of the image being on the left with the text on the right, and here's the image on the right with the text on the left. And then we have where the text will sit at the top and at the bottom, and the image will sit in the middle. So I want my text to appear on the right hand side, so I'm going to press this button which will move the picture to the left. Now at the minute there's this here which is actually a space. I'm just going to see if I can get rid of that. It might get rid of the picture. I'll have to undo. Yeah, let me just undo that. So I undid it, and it's where I want it to be. Now, in an ideal world, you should be able to start typing here now, but I can see that the link is activated, and when I start typing, it creates a link, and it's not very friendly. What I found you can do with the new update, which is quite interesting, get rid of that, is I'll create a new paragraph here, and it creates the new paragraph. I don't know why, but next to the image. I don't know if it's to do with how I've spaced the image. I think it is to do with that. So if I start typing here, that's going to sit on the side of the image there, and if I continued typing, it would go underneath the image like that, which I think is quite a nice feature. But of course now you can see the space going on up here. I'm just going to press this button to move this up and see what happens here. So I'm playing around with where it goes, and I suppose it needs a little bit more playing around with to be able to get this properly lined up how I want it to be lined up. Let me just preview this. Yeah, so it's still got that space. I think the reason it's got that space is to do with what I did here with the image. So when I insert this image, we've got this here. I think that's what's causing that problem there. So that looks a little bit better, I think. So that's exactly how I'd sort of intended it. So what we're on, 3 minutes 22. I'll just very quickly show you that again. I'm going to remove all these blocks, but I'll show you without one of the steps that I did in there. That was just sort of demonstrating. So I'm just going to press this classic block, insert an image, resize that image, select this, and just delete this space up here, and then I'm going to create a new paragraph, and then start typing here, and then I'll just paste that and we'll see what it does. Yep, all good. And then preview this. So you can see that's where we would want it to be. That's working how we would want it to work. But there are other ways of doing this. You don't just have to do it using the classic block, because there is a block for this. It's probably a little less flexible, but if I just go to browse all, it's this media and text. So if I click on the media and text, on one side it's got an area for the media, and on the other side it's got an area for the text, but it puts the text in large. But you can just go over here and just change this to the normal size, and now your text will appear as normal, except it will just continue on that side. That's one downside. It won't move underneath. There is ways to make it do that. I suppose if I press enter, it'll create a new block. I'd probably have to just do it underneath here. The thing that's nice about this though is you can on the fly resize the image and resize the text. So that's something that's quite good with that feature, and you can switch them around like this as well, which is probably a little trickier to do in the last way that I just showed you.